Thank you, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to share some highlights on how we went from London to a UK-wide network of networks. Funded by Research England under the Connecting Capability Fund, which aims at bringing together higher education institutions, matching complementary expertise and finding a healthy balance between competition and collaboration. This was particularly needed in the field of advanced therapies, and that's how London Advanced Therapies was founded in late 2018. The best way to bring people together is to organize a series of activities that are relevant to the community and then force them to work together. So we created the Advanced Therapies Network, a seminar series with networking opportunities. We created a series of educational packages for the workforce that will deliver these therapies into the NHS. And we funded projects between universities and the SMEs, and between different universities among PIs that never worked together. And we also delivered a series of initiatives that range from expert in mapping across London to creation of good contracts that provide a good base for negotiation, and to establish a network of working relationship across the professional service community, helping to close negotiation more rapidly of those contracts. So this is literally the maps of the project we funded. We funded 19 projects across the 4 major London institutions and 12 projects between commercial companies and universities. And here we could really test our accelerator of entrepreneurship activities. So just to make an example, our first call, we made 12 awards mid-May, and by the 1st of July, all 12 projects were ready to go with contract negotiated and signed, and the real scientific work could start. So we were quite happy with that. And for sake of time, I will not spend too much on this, but I wanted just to comment the impact. The project we funded managed to fundraise 28 million in continuation funding. And I want to stress out, we didn't include in this calculation the fundings raised from VCs for the small SMEs we funded. These are all continuation funding for the project we initiated. Here, there are some more stats on the impact of what we funded in terms of IP, jobs created, but I will not go too much into detail on this for the sake of time. For the same reason, I will not spend too much discussing what we did for the educational piece, just to know that we realized early on that it was good to expand our network, and we worked together nationwide with the ATTCs, the pharma, with NOCRI, and we created educational packages that are now freely available on the e-learning for health platform. The same way we developed different shapes of dissemination of what we did. And one example is the webinar series that we developed with the CGT, and that is still available. So if you're interested, you can still see all our lessons online. While doing that work, we started linking up with more and more people. And when we realized that the real bottleneck was, one of the real bottlenecks was in the GMP manufacturing, we created a group chaired by Ian McCabbin that prepared a business case explaining how the sector could be helped at universities level, research institution level, and commercial sector. One fund, we personally led on the UK academic strategy, and one funder reacted quickly, and in early 2020, MRC with LifeArc launched a competition for the creation of the innovation gene therapies hubs. You will be pleased to see that King's College London was successful in securing one. And this slide, I like to stress out, was created by Katrina Comby from LifeArc for a congress we went a couple of weeks ago. And this is how she described us, as an expansion of a leading UK facility, which I think is very pleasing. And in this, I am the director for skills and training. So as I was saying, collaboration is key. And through that work, we started reaching out and meeting other colleagues that wanted to imitate what London has done. So the other universities wanted to link their regional network and create a series of regional networks. And we started helping them, talking about our experience, what worked and what didn't, and started devising a vision of a UK-wide collaborative. This placed us quite well when in late 2020, Research England contacted me and asked me what we wanted to do next, and we knew exactly what we wanted to do, a UK-wide confederation of network, and that we were successful in securing funds, and UK Advanced Therapies was funded. What is UK Advanced Therapy doing? Exactly the same that we did in London. I will not comment again, all the same activities, but I will show you slides of the collaborations we funded. We are at present looking at the impact, so if you want to hear more, you'll have to invite me next year for this data. And I would like to use a little bit of this time to just say a few things about the Advanced Therapies Network. Please use the image to register and join us. The next event is delivered in collaboration with the MRC and LifeArc, and we will be talking about the concept behind the gene therapy hubs. So I forgot I was about to say, we received few accolades for our work. We were mentioned in the Movers and Shakers in Biobusiness 2021, and Research England chose our work to create a case studies to show how important the connecting and successful the Connecting Capability Fund has been. And in fact, that has been renewed, which made us quite proud. And our work has been considered as a possible model of best practice for collaborative research programs. What's next? Simon and I think world domination. So we will continue, of course, working towards positioning and keeping the UK as a global leaders in the field. We are talking to funders to extend and consolidate the UK Advanced Therapies. We are also working with the MRC, for instance, to help them seeing what is the next challenge, what funding streams they should initiate in this would be 2024. And in particular, I would like you to look at the table with the numbers of gene therapy trials. The numbers in London are outstanding when confronted, for instance, Boston and Philadelphia. We are leading, but we can do better. And we would like, for instance, to expand the work we did in London and UK Advanced Therapies to the clinical trials work. And we can facilitate clinical trials uptake. And I would like to thank you for keeping with me in this real rush through of our activities, and the funders, Research England, MRC, LifeArc, and King's College London, of course, that is hosting this initiative. And I'm indebted to very many people. We have a very helpful and rich board of advisors, including funders like the MRC, the Association of Medical Charities, industry and academia. Too many to mention here, so I just decided to list the people. The first line is all the academic PIs that have I helped operationalizing this. And the second line, the lower down, the professional service people that really helped. In bold, you will see the names of people that are based at King's College. And I would like to give a particular thanks to Steve Walker and Kat Lavery, who really are the power behind all our enterprise activities. And I mentioned they also trained Magda Cecasi, was a postdoc from King's College who wanted to learn life outside the lab. She did an internship with us, moved on to be the project manager for the gene therapy hub, and now she's happily working in the lentivirus facility at Denmark Hill. And with this, I thank you all for your time.